All right, so get settled in. Just let the breath start to deepen in and out through the nose. If you'd like to, you could take a nice deep cleansing breath, exhale it all out. Good, we'll try that again. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good. And now with the lips closed, tap into that Ujjayi pranayama, that breath control where the flow of the air is through the nose. So just breathe enough so that you can hear the sound of your own breath. That's usually how you know you're on the right track with this breath. And just imagine the sound of the breath really calming down your thoughts. And if there's any dedication that you'd like to set for this next hour, feel free to do that. It's always nice to think beyond just yourself as we practice. But of course, if you yourself need a dedication today, there's nothing wrong with that either. And then slowly start to bring the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then start off by just gently rocking here side to side, just enough to massage to the lower back. And then as you come through center, just crisscross your right leg over the left. So you're setting up like an eagle leg. And then the right arm will wrap underneath the left. So some eagle crunches here. Reach your fingers all the way over your head. Your toe tips down to the floor. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, squeeze your elbow and your knee in towards the center. We'll do this for 10. Lengthen everything long. Squeeze in for 9. Good. Lengthen long. Squeeze in for 8. Keep going. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Good. 2. And then on 1, unhook the legs. Oh, excuse me, unhook the arms. Keep the legs. Sorry about that. Open your arms like a cactus and just take a twist. So drop your knees over towards the right. You can turn your gaze over towards the left. Good. So slowly bringing some movement into the spine. And then slowly come back through center. We'll switch legs. So now the left leg is over top the right. The left arm wraps underneath the right. Connect the elbows, press the palms, start to lengthen everything long. Reach your fingers over your head, your toes towards the floor. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, squeeze the elbow and knee in towards the center. Keep going, lengthen. Squeeze in for 9. Good. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And on 1, you can keep the legs, unhook the arms, open them up like a T, and then take the twist. Let your knees fall over towards the right. Turn your gaze to the left. Good. And just notice how your body feels this evening. And then slowly bring the legs back through center. Unhook them here. Now squeeze the legs back in towards your chest and just start to rock and roll here, forward and back, the whole length of the spine. So do this a few times. Good. Eventually we'll meet in a tabletop position, hands and knees. So really set up a nice strong table. Let's bring some additional movement here. So anything that feels good for you. If you want to do cat and cows, that's always nice. If you want to shift your hips around a little bit, moving forward and back, really whatever works. Everyone's experience is so unique and so special. And just listen to your body and give it the attention that it deserves this evening. Good. One more breath here. Good. And then we'll meet in a neutral table position. So take your time getting there. Find a nice upward lift here of your belly. And then take puppy dog pose. So just start to crawl your hands out in front of you so your chest melts down towards the floor. So your hips will still be high in the air. Good. So feel this as a nice opportunity to open up through the shoulders, the chest, the upper back. Maybe inch the fingers a little bit further out in front of you. Good. And then slowly just start to crawl your hands back. We'll meet in our first downward facing dog. Good. So once you find that down dog position, really press through all the fingers and knuckles of your hands. See if your heels can reach closer down towards the floor. And we'll deepen this dog together. So just pivot all your toes over towards the right in your dog. So you're just taking a little twist here. Good. And then slowly come back through center. Pivot the toes over to the opposite side. Take a little twist. Belly's nice and strong. And then slowly come back through center. Good. And then ripple forward. Find a high plank position. Nice and strong here in your plank. We'll do that again, this time in plank. So just drop your feet over towards the right. So a little twist in the plank. Come back through center. Drop the feet over towards the left. Good. Slowly back through center, and then lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Good. And then walk your feet in about 1 footprint. Just shorten the stance of your dog. We'll do kind of like a thread the needle here, except in downward facing. So take your right arm, reach it all the way up and open, and then thread the right arm under. So you're reaching for something on that left leg, maybe the calf, maybe towards the ankle. And then you turn your gaze so you're kind of looking underneath that left armpit. So as much as you can, keep your heels reaching down towards the floor, but feel this nice rotation through your torso. Good. One more breath here. And then we'll just reverse those steps. So on the next inhale, take that right arm, reach it back up, and then back to downward facing dog. Good. So if you need to, you can pedal out your feet a little bit. We'll keep the stance just as it is. Other side now, take the left arm, reach it all the way up and open, and then thread the left arm under, grab hold of something on that right leg, maybe towards the ankle, maybe the calf or the upper thigh. Good. So now you're rotating your gaze and your torso underneath that right armpit. Again, see if you can keep your heels close down towards the floor with the feet still parallel with each other. Good. One more breath. And then let it go. Take that left arm, reach it back up towards the ceiling. And then back to your downward facing dog. But this is still a short stance. So this time just crawl your hands to your feet so you're at the back of the mat. Feel free to bring a little bend here in your knees. Maybe grab hold of opposite elbows. Maybe a little sway from side to side. So we'll just bring in some movements just to really create some heat. So release your hands down towards the floor. Slowly inhale, just rise all the way up to stand at the back of the mat. Take the arms all the way up overhead, gaze high, and then fold forward. Hands can come through your heart center. Come all the way to a forward fold. And then from here, just walk your hands out to a plank position. Nice and strong here in your plank. Good. Stay and breathe just for 3. Good. 2, and on 1, crawl your hands again to your feet. We'll meet at the back of the mat in a nice forward fold. Bend the knees a little bit. Slowly inhale and rise all the way up to stand. We'll do this twice more. Exhale, bow down and fold forward. Good. Walk the hands forward so you find a nice high plank position. Feel like you're knitting your ribs in towards your back, pulling the belly in strong, maybe coming all the way to those tippy toes, just for 3. Good. 2, and then crawl the hands back on 1 to the back of the mat. Last time like this. We'll rise up slowly on the inhale, reach up overhead, maybe even look up towards your thumbs, and on the exhale, bow down and fold forward. Good. And then just simply walk your hands forward, find that high plank position, nice and strong in your plank. This time we'll stay for 3, 2, and on 1, drop your knees and your chest and your chins down to the floor, Ashtanga Pranam, and then slither onto the belly, take a cobra position, little lift the heart, shoulders back. Exhale, we'll meet in child's pose. So just let your hips rest back towards your heels. Your arms can extend forward. Good, so this is your resting position. Take it at any time that you need it. Some days we need it more than others. But again, listen to your breath, listen to the quality of your thoughts. And then we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Good. Connect back to your inhales and your exhales. And then start to look forward now. Let's make our way to the top of the mat. Take our ragdoll position there. So step or hop. You can grab opposite elbow again. You can sway a little bit here. Feel free to bend the knees as much as you need to so you can feel your chest and your thighs getting a little bit closer together. Good. And then just release your hands down to the floor. One more opportunity for a twist before we really start moving. Keep your left hand down to the floor, maybe to a block. Take the right arm, reach it up. So you might find that a little bend in your left knee helps you kind of rotate that torso a little bit easier. Try to look up towards that right thumb and really reach through those top fingers. Good. And then let it go. Right hand comes down. We'll take it to the other side. Right hand stays rooted. Take the left arm, reach it up. A little bend here in the right knee. Maybe you look up over that left shoulder. Good. Nice. And then let it go. Everything comes down. This time lengthen the spine into a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold, chest to thighs. And then slowly inhale as you rise all the way up to stand. Reach up overhead. And then we'll meet with hands just at our heart centers. Good. We'll take one more cleansing breath before we start flowing. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. And then release your arms long by your side. We'll start with Sun Salutation A. Arms up overhead. Deep breath on the inhale. Exhale as you bow down and fold forward. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands, high to low push-up, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Good. So we'll hang out here for a few breaths. Good. So imagine your sit bones being the highest point of this nice upside down V. And then look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat, big toes together. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. And then exhale, hands to your heart center. Good. Let's try it again. Arms up overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, bow down and fold forward. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands, high to low plank, chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. So just 2 breaths in. 2 breaths out. One more inhale. Exhale. And then look forward. Make your way to the top of the mat, big toes together. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands come to your heart center. Good. One more. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, bow down and fold forward. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands, high to low plank, chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, lifts you up, upward facing. Exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Good. We'll stay here just for 1 deep breath in. 1 deep breath out. And then look forward. Come to the top of the mat, big toes touch. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Good. Exhale, hands come to your heart center. And then arms long by your sides. Good. So we'll warm up now with some variations of classical sun salutation. So arms reach up overhead, deep breath in. Exhale, bow down and fold forward. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Keep the length, but step your right leg back, lower the knee down towards the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. So find a nice little back bend here. And on the exhale, splash your hands down. Step back to a high plank position. Feet come together. Let's take a side plank. Left hand stays down. Right arm reaches up. So if you're modifying this evening, just drop that left knee down to the floor. Otherwise, keep pressing your hips up towards the ceiling. Good. One more breath. Keep breathing. And on the exhale, let it go. High plank, your choice. Knees, chest, chin, or go right back to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing. So a little bit of core work here. Take that right leg, reach it up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the right knee in towards your nose, all the way forward like a plank. Good, then take the leg back up towards the sky, and then right knee towards your right elbow, all the way forward like a plank. Good, then take the leg back up towards the ceiling, deep breath in. This time we'll twist right knee towards that left elbow. Keep firm through those hands. Stay for 3. Good, 2. And then take the leg back up towards the ceiling on 1. And with that same control, squeeze the right knee in towards your nose, step your foot through. This time, keep your back knee raised, so you'll be in a low crescent lunge. Good. Hands will frame your front foot. If you need to, you can use a block or a book or some other prop in your home. Get long on your inhale. And on the exhale, straighten your right leg, bow down, chin towards your shins. Good. So it's a wide stance, pyramid position. Zip in through your belly. Your back heel can be a little bit lifted. That's okay. And then let's do that again. Bend back into your lunge. Find some length here. So nice upward glance. And on the exhale, bow down and fold, chin towards your shins. So option here, you can flex those right toes back towards your face. Good. One more breath. Nice. And then bend back into your lunge. Extend both arms forward so you're still hovering over your front leg. Try to stay here for 3. Good. Power onto the ball of that back foot. 2. And then rise up, full crescent lunge on 1. Reach the arms up overhead. Good. Then bring your hands to your heart center. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Left elbow to the outside of that right thigh. Good. So again, you have the option to lower that back knee down. That might feel like it's appropriate for you today. You can also go so far as extending the arms open, left hand down, right arm up. Good, but pull in through the belly. Inhale. Try to twist open just a little bit more. Imagine rotating that torso to the side of the room. Good. One more time. Deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. Good. And then let it go. Hands come down. Frame the foot. This time standing split. Just lift that left leg up towards the sky. Good. Hands can be on the floor, the blocks, the ankles, whatever you need to do. Just straighten that back leg strong. And then pulse the leg just for 3, 2. And on 1, the left foot comes down to meet the right. Big toes together. Good. Nice job. Then look forward as you lengthen. Halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale to rise all the way up to stand. We'll keep on going to the other side. Exhale, bow down and fold forward. Lengthen the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Step the left leg back, lower the knee down to the floor. Inhale, take the arms up overhead. Feel a slight back bend here. Good. And on the exhale, hands flash down. Step back, find high plank. Set up for your side plank, feet together. Right hand down, left arm reaches up. Good. So stack the ankles, flex the toes in. Keep pressing the earth away from you. Good. Nice and strong. Looks good. And on the next exhale, let it go. High plank to low chaturanga. Inhale, lifts you up, upward facing. Exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing. Good. And then take your left leg, reach it high. Squeeze the left knee in towards your nose, all the way forward like a plank. Good. And then take the leg back up towards the ceiling. And then left knee, left elbow, come all the way forward, shoulders over the wrist. Good. Then lift the leg back high. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Left knee towards that right elbow. Good. As close as that can get. Stay for 3, 2. And on 1, lift the leg back up. And then squeeze the knee in towards your nose. Step the foot through. Stay low in your lunge. Let those hands frame the left foot. Zip your belly up so it's not resting on your thigh. Look forward on the inhale. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Bow down and fold. Chin to shins. Good. Imagine your legs like a nice open pair of scissors here. Try to feel the inner thighs pulling towards the center. And then bend again. Find your lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Bow and fold. You can flex those left toes towards your face if you want a little something extra through the hamstring stretch. Good. And then last time, bend back into your lunge. Nice and strong. Extend those arms forward. Let's find a hover. Keep breathing, not forever, just for a little bit. Nice and strong on the ball of that back foot. And then on the next inhale, slowly rise up, full crescent lunge. Good, set your gaze, find your balance, and then bring your hands to your heart center. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist, right elbow, hook it over that left thigh. Good, so maybe this feels good. Maybe you lower the back knee down. And again, your palms can stay pressed. They can also extend open. Right hand down, left arm up. Zip in through the navel. Take a deep breath. Exhale, try to twist open just a little bit more. Good, one more time like that. Inhale. Stay on the exhale. Good, and then let it go. Hands come down. Frame the foot for standing split. Take the back leg, reach it up high. Good. So if you want a more challenge, walk your hands closer to the standing ankle. Flex the back heel or point it. Just make sure the whole leg is engaged. And now pulse the back leg for 3, 2, and on 1, feet come together, big toes touch. Good. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. We'll go right to sun B, chair pose. Drop the bottoms low, reach the arms high. Try to lean back towards your heels and look up towards your thumbs. And on the exhale, bow down and fold forward. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step your right foot forward, this time to Warrior One. So your back heel is rooted. Take your arms up overhead. Hips and shoulders face the front of the mat. And on your exhale, hands will splash down. Step back high to low, Chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, lifts you up, upward facing. Exhale, lift the hips, down dog. Left foot steps forward. Anchor the feet, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. And on the exhale, hands will come down. So move with your breath. Could be faster, could be slower. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing. Good. See if your heels can reach closer down towards the floor. You guys are warming up pretty quickly here today. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. And then look forward. Make your way to the top of the mat. Big toes touch. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Chair pose. Drop the bottoms low. Reach those arms high. We'll keep going. We'll do 2 more sets. Exhale. Fold forward. Lengthen. Halfway lift. Exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Low plank. Keep looking forward. Good. Inhale. Upward facing. Exhale. Downward facing. Step the right foot forward. Rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Good. Exhale, hands come down, high to low plank. Upward facing, inhale, strong legs, point the toes. Exhale, lift the hips. Good. Left foot steps forward. Inhale, Warrior 1. Rise up overhead. Good. And then exhale, hands come down, high to low, Chaturanga exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. So if you need to, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, side out. Good. Option for one more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then look forward. Make your way to the top of the mat. Big toes together. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Chair pose, drop the bottoms low, reach the arms high. Last sun B, exhale, bow down and fold forward. Lengthen halfway. Exhale, Chaturanga, low plank. Imagine your whole body hovering over the ground. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward. Warrior 1, deep breath as you rise up. Good. And then exhale to the mat, high to low. Use your whole exhale. Good. And then big breath in for upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left foot steps forward. Rise up, Virabhadrasana 1 on the inhale. And then exhale to the mat, high to low plank. Upward facing, breathe in. Downward facing, breathe it out. Good. We'll stay just for 1 breath in. 1 breath out. And then look forward. Make your way to the top of the mat, big toes together. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, drop the bottoms low, reach the arms high. Good, so stay in your chair. We're gonna move right to eagle pose. So start with the arms. Take your right arm, wrap it underneath your left. Connect the elbows, press your palms. So you're already in your chair legs. Now just lift that right leg, wrap and squeeze it over the left. Good, so maybe you even sink a little bit lower into your seat. Maybe you lean back a little bit more into the heel of the standing foot. Good. Maybe pull the hands slightly away from your face. One more breath, maybe sink 2 inches deeper. And let's let it go. Unhook the arms, unhook the legs, reach them up overhead. And then just bring your hands to your heart center. Arms by your side. And then again, chair position, drop the bottoms low, reach the arms high. Stay in your chair, set up those eagle arms, left arm wraps underneath the right. Deep into those legs, left leg wraps and squeezes over the right. Feel free to have your toes on the floor if you need a little kickstand here. Otherwise, maybe imagine that your whole top foot will wrap behind your standing calf. Sit down a little bit deeper and maybe lean back a little bit. Looks good. Nice concentration. One more breath. And then let it go. Unhook the arms and legs. Reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Arms by your side. Feel free to sip some water if you need it. We'll meet in mountain pose at the top of the mat. Once you find your mountain position, just take your shoulders up over your ears. Relax them down and back. Good. One more time. Shoulders reach up. Exhale, relax down and back. Good. And then we'll flow. Take the arms up overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, bow down and fold forward. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Let's build off of where we've already been. Take your right leg, reach it up towards the ceiling. Right knee in towards your nose, all the way forward like a plank. Good. Lift the leg back up towards the sky. Right knee, right elbow, all the way forward, nice and strong. And then lift the leg back up towards the ceiling. This time we'll twist right knee towards your left elbow. This time for fallen star, just kick that right leg open. Take the left arm, reach it up towards the ceiling. Good. So maybe anchor that back foot down so you get a little more leverage to lift your hips up even higher. Good. One more breath. And then let it go. Left hand comes down. Pull your right knee in towards your nose. So you're in that three-legged plank. And then gently step the right foot through. Let's rise up to crescent lunge once again. So on the ball of that back foot. Arms reach up. Good. Deep breath in. Just as deep breath out. So we'll practice some mindful movement. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, just squeeze your left knee in towards your chest. So you're in a standing position. Good. You can use your hands to hold your knee if that helps. And then we'll step back again, find a lunge. We'll do this twice more. Deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze the left knee in towards your chest. Stand tall. Good. And then let it go. Left leg comes back, arms up overhead. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze that left knee in towards your nose. This time we'll take standing hand to toe pose. So bring your right hand to your hip. Stay holding onto your knee or reach down and grab hold of that left big toe and extend the leg forward. So again, find your version of it. Keep your knee and your leg forward for a moment. Good. Set your gaze at something that's not going to move. And then slowly start to open up that left leg to the left. You can turn your gaze to the right. Right hand can stay on your hip. You can also extend it open. Find what works for you. If you fall out, just try again. Good. And then slowly come back through center. Both hands to your hips. This time extend your left leg forward. Try to lift that leg higher than it naturally wants to go. And really use that belly strength, that core strength to keep you in a nice upright position. Good. So you're not leaning back. Good. Stay just for another 5. Maybe a little shaking, a little trembling. That's okay. Good. Lift it higher. 4. Good. 3, 2. And on 1, left foot comes down. Nice job. Walk it out. Good. And then we'll set up for the other side. So take your arms up overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bow down and fold forward. Lengthen the spine. Halfway lift. Go through the vinyasa, high to low, or simply step back to downward facing dog. Nice. And then from down dog, left leg, reach it up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the left knee in towards your nose, all the way forward like a plank. Good. Then lift the leg back up towards the ceiling. Left knee, left elbow, all the way forward, nice and strong. And then take the leg back up towards the sky. And then you'll twist left knee towards your right elbow. This time for fallen star, shoot that left leg open. Right arm will reach up, right foot, really anchor it all the way down into the floor so you have a nice firm foundation to press the earth away from you and really lift everything up to the sky. Good. One more breath. Nice. And then let it go. Right hand comes down. Pull that left knee back in towards your nose so you can gently step your foot through. Let's rise up to that crescent lunge. So nice and high on the ball of that that right foot behind you. Arms up overhead. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, squeeze your right knee in towards your chest. Pull in nice and strong. Good. And then again, step back, find your lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, squeeze that right knee in towards your chest. Good. Nice focus. Last time, step back into your lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Right knee in towards your chest. This time, take it to standing hand to toe pose. So left hand to your hip. Right hand will stay on the knee, or you can reach for that big toe and extend the leg forward. Standing leg should be pretty strong, even if your lifted leg is bent. Good. Set your gaze to something that's not going to move. And then slowly start to open up, right leg to the right. Good. You can turn your gaze to the left. Moving the gaze adds another layer of a challenge to the pose. If that's too much, just look at one thing and not move your head at all. Good. And then slowly bring everything back through center. Both hands to your hips. Take your right leg and extend it forward. So imagine you're shaped almost like a capital L here because you're lifting that leg as high as it can go. So lots of work here in your deep inner core muscles, your psoas muscle. Really lift that leg as high as you can. Good. Stay for another 5. Zip in through the belly. 4, 3, 2. And on 1, let it go. Right foot comes down. Feel free to walk it out a little bit. And then we'll meet at the top of the mat. Good. And then arms up overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale. Let's bow down and fold forward. This time, open your feet to 2 fist distance apart. Set up for yogi toe lock or gorilla. So you can choose either grab hold of the big toes or right away start to crawl those hands underneath your feet. Once you're in your position, look forward as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Bring your chest towards your thighs. Zip in through the navel. Lean forward. Good. Keep a bend in your knees if that helps you fold here and hinge from your hips versus stressing out through your lower back. Good. Belly always pulls in. Good. One more breath. Good. And then release the grip of your hands. We'll take yoga squat. So just open your feet towards the edges of your mat and then sink your hips here nice and low. Hands will come to your heart center. Make sure your feet are flat. If you feel you're on the balls of the feet, you can widen your stance a little bit. Your feet might come off the mat. Good. Nice and tall here. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, we'll open up. Just reach your right arm in front of your right leg. Your left arm reaches open. So you're just expanding through the arms. Good. You can gaze up towards that lifted hand. You can stay here. You can take a half bind where that left arm reaches behind your back. Maybe even a full bind where that right arm wraps in front of the knee. Good. Make sure you keep your heart in a nice upright position. Good. One more breath. And then slowly back through center. We'll take it to the other side. Reach your left arm out in front of that left thigh. Right arm reaches up. Good. So maybe it feels good just to take up some space and be expansive, or you can reach that right arm, try to find that left hip crease. Maybe that left arm now wraps in front of the front knee, finding a bound position here. Wherever you are, keep breathing. No tension in your breath, no tension in your thoughts. And then slowly release back through center. Feel free to hang out in yoga squat. It's a nice hip opener. Otherwise, plant your hands and play around with your crow position by bringing your knees to the triceps of your arms, the backs of the arms. Trust yourself enough to lean forward. You guys are in the comfort of your homes. If you want to practice with a pillow in front of your face, just in case, feel free to do that. Maybe just work on lifting 1 foot at a time. Eventually, it'll be 2 feet. Wherever you are, we'll play around just for a few more breaths. If you can hold it, you hold it for 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, chaturanga on 1. Feel free to float back or simply step back to down dog is where we'll meet. Nice. So feel good about your practice. You guys look great. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. So let's take that right leg, reach it back up towards the ceiling. This time, bend the knee and fan open. So maybe some big hip circles here. If you love flipping your dog, you can do that too. Maybe just kind of hanging out in this open hip position. Maybe that feels good. Your left leg, the one on the floor, see if you can keep that heel reaching down if you're still in 3-legged dog. Good. And then we'll flip it back over. Take that right leg, reach it high up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the right knee in towards your nose. Gently step the foot through. Find that low lunge position once again. We'll take it slowly. Extend those arms forward. Frame your ears. Keep the hover. Stay for 3, 2, and then rise up, full crescent lunge. Relax the shoulders. Good. This time, take your left knee down to a hover. Hover the knee over the mat. Good. And then straighten it out. Twice more. Left knee hovers down. Good. Straighten it out. One more time. Left knee hovers. Straighten it on the inhale. And on the exhale, open it up to warrior 2. So left foot grounds down. Reposition yourself so you're gazing over that right middle finger. Nice wide stance so you can bend into that front leg. Good. Flip your front palm. Float back to radiant warrior. Reach, reach, reach. And now just straighten that front leg. Get a little release as you reach back even further, getting so long along the right side of your body. And then come through center for triangle pose. Reach all the way forward. Right hand comes down. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Good. So maybe you stay just as you are. Maybe you try something different. You can take that left arm, reach it over your ear. For a core supported triangle, you'll stack both arms over your ears. Go wherever you are. Stay just for breathe for a few more moments. Good. Make sure you rotate your heart to the sky. Last breath. And then slowly inhale to rise all the way back up. Good. Let's take a wide-legged forward fold. So pivot your toes in towards the center. Bring your hands to your hips. A little lift of the heart here as you inhale. Exhale, bow down and fold forward. Let your head drip down towards the floor. You can take your hands to the floor as well. Walk your hands slightly forward. Find a halfway position. And on the exhale, crawl the hands back so your fingers and your toes get a little bit more even with each other. Strong through the navel. If you have a headstand here and you feel comfortable doing that in your home, go right ahead. Otherwise, just stay upside down as you are. Good. Maybe a micro bend in your knees, just enough that you can access the muscles of your thighs here in your fold. Good. One more breath. And then slowly, slowly start to crawl the hands back. Bring your hands to your hips. Take your time. Slowly inhale as you rise up to a standing position. Good. Reposition your front toes forward. We'll set up for twisted triangle now. So you'll step your back foot in closer. So once again, you're facing the front of the mat. So bring your hands to your hips just to get started. Make sure both of your hip points are pointing forward. So you might have to adjust that back foot You can also widen your stance, so more like a train track position here. And then take your left arm, reach it up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward and down. Left hand comes to either side of your foot. Take that right arm, reach it up towards the ceiling. Good, so zip in through the belly here. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, try to twist through the torso, through the rib cage. Again, we're keeping the hips as square as possible. Good, one more time. Inhale. Twist open just a little bit more as you exhale. Good. And then let it go. Hands come down. Frame the front foot. Step your back foot forward. We'll meet at the top of the mat. Take a ragdoll position. Good. And then release your hands down towards the floor. We'll flow. Lengthen the spine. Halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Again, these chaturangas are always up to you. You can skip them and just simply step back to downward facing. Breathe it out. And we'll set up for the other side. So take the left leg, reach it up towards the sky. Squeeze the left knee in towards your nose. Step the foot through. Stay low in your lunge. Frame your front foot first. Extend the arms forward. Try to hover here. So you're using lots of core and back strength just to stay for 3, 2, rise up, crescent lunge on 1, settle in here, and then set up that right knee so it hovers down over the floor, and then straighten the right leg strong. And again, right knee hovers. Straighten it out. Good, one more time. Hover the right knee down. Straighten it on the inhale. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Once you're there, set your gaze over the left middle finger now. Good, nice strong stance. Flip the front palm, float back, radiant warrior. And then straighten the front leg so you can reach back even more for a reverse triangle. Good. And then slowly come through center, this time for full triangle pose. So you can shorten your stance a little bit if you'd like. Reach all the way forward. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. Good, so feel that sensation of leaning back. Good, if you liked it last time, take that right arm, reach it over your head. Maybe both arms frame your ears. Good, wherever you are, stay with it. Again, try to have your heart reaching up towards the sky. Good, one more deep breath in, deep breath out, and then slowly inhale, let's rise up. Good, wide-legged forward fold, pivot your toes into the center. This time, interlace your hands behind your backs, clasp your palms together. A little lift of the heart here as you inhale. Exhale, bow down and fold forward. Let your head come down to the floor. Let your fist reach up overhead. Good. So really try to lean towards the balls of the feet here so your bones are nice straight lines with each other. Maybe squeeze your palms closer. If you have very flexible elbows, and maybe challenge yourself to bend the elbows a little bit here so you really get into your shoulder blades. Good. Take your time, one more breath. And then a nice slow inhale as you rise all the way up to stand. Don't move too fast. You don't want to get dizzy at the top. Good. Once you're there, release the grip of the hands, pivot your left toes forward, set up for twisted triangle Pavrita Trikonasana. So shorten your stance, back foot is grounded, hips are forward, shoulders start off forward. Take that right arm, reach it up, deep breath in. Exhale, lean forward and down. Right hand comes to either side of the foot. That left arm reaches up. So the challenge here is to really keep your hips square and stable. As much as you can, try to just twist through your spine, through the torso, through the rib cage. Good, inhale. Open up a little bit more as you exhale. Good, one more breath, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Good, and then let it go. Hands come down. Step your back foot forward, top of the mat. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Good. So from here, big toes touch, chair pose. Drop the bottoms low. Reach the arms high. Good. Squeeze the edges of your legs in towards the center. Sink a little bit deeper. Maybe reach the arms and the torso up a little bit higher. Good, then slowly come all the way down to your bottoms and then just roll onto your backs. So take a quick breather. We'll set up for a couple back bends here. So your choice in back bends, you could do bridge, you could do upward facing bow or wheel. You could do a combination. We'll do a total of 5. So you can also restore and take a relaxing variation by just maybe putting a pillow or a block under your hips as well. But start off with your toes pointing forward, ground down through your feet, and then lift your hips up. And then interlace your hands behind your back, squeeze the palms together, and start to shimmy those shoulder blades a little bit closer. Root through the feet, try to lift your hips up even higher. Good. Try to press a little bit more into the big toe sides of your feet, which will activate your inner legs. Nice. And then let it go. Hips come down. You can rock your knees here from side to side. Good. And then we'll come back through center. Ground down through the feet. Lift those hips up. If you're sticking with bridge, interlace the hands underneath your back. Try to shimmy the shoulder blades so that they're really engaged towards the center line. Belly pulls in, really firm through your feet. That's what gets those hips up higher. And then slowly let it go. Everything comes down. If you need to, rock the knees a little bit side to side. That's a good neutralizer. For sets 3 and 4, we'll have the option to lift the leg. So your choice, start off in bridge or upward facing bow. Anchor through the feet, lift those hips up. Find your arms, maybe squeeze the palms together. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Take the right leg, reach it straight up towards the ceiling, like you're stamping the sky with your foot. Good. Keep pressing the earth away, getting those hips up even higher. And then slowly reverse your steps, come on down, neutralize a little bit, rock the knees. And then number 4, stamp down through the feet, lift those hips up, interlace the hands, firm through the big toes. Maybe stay, maybe this time squeeze your left knee in towards the chest, and then take the leg straight up towards the ceiling. So I like to flex the foot so I know the whole leg is anchored and it feels like I'm going to stamp the sky. Good. Stay for 3. Keep lifting the hips up high. Good. 2. And on 1, nice job. Come on down. Rock the knees here side to side. Last one, your choice on how intense or how relaxing you want to take it. Set it up. Stamp down through the feet. Lift those hips up. So find your version. If you're taking upward facing bow, make sure your belly's engaged. Make sure your toes are still pointing forward. If you want to challenge yourself, try to walk your hands and your feet closer in towards each other. Stay for 3, 2, and on 1, slowly, slowly come on down. A little rock of the knees here from side to side. And then we'll set up for Supta Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. So just bring your feet together, the knees open, one hand to your hearts, one hand to your bellies. So tap into your breath, maybe tap into that dedication to yourself or to someone else. So whatever it was that gave you a fire, a desire to be here tonight. So thank you for that. And then slowly, just let the eyes flutter back open. You can pull the knees in towards your chest. Give yourselves a little squeeze, a little hug. And let's take the legs straight up towards the ceiling. So we'll set up for a cooling down inversion. So really your choice, maybe this feels like it's enough. You can also take shoulder stand. You can take headstand. You can move and bring your legs up a wall if that's convenient for you. Just something that gets those legs lifted. Good. So being mindful that there should be no tension in the head or the neck. So if you're taking a shoulder stand, make sure you're not moving your head. You're just looking right down the midline of your body. Good. So toes can be pointed or flexed or somewhere in between. I like to call it a floint. Good. If you're in shoulder stand, you can start to move into plow position where those toes reach back over your head. And then the knees can pull in towards your ears, deaf man's pose. And then slowly, wherever you are, start to roll out bone by bone, like you're unraveling through the vertebra. We'll meet laying down in a comfortable position with the legs long. We'll set up for a fish pose together. So once you're there, just scoot your hands underneath your bottoms, puff up the chest, let the head fall back, let your throat get nice and open. Good. Take a deep breath in, stick out the tongue. Good. Lion's breath. Twice more. Inhale. One more deep breath in. Good. And then gently lift the head, relax it back down. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourselves a little squeeze, a little hug, and then we'll come to a seated position. You can do a little rocks here, a couple rocks maybe. And then once you find your seated position, let's take Janu Shirshasana. So just straighten your left leg and tuck your right foot into that highest point. So it's almost like tree legs here. Flex your left toes back towards your face. Take your arms up overhead. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, a subtle twist as you bow down over that extended left leg. Imagine your forehead and your knee getting a little bit closer together. Zip in through the navel. Take a look forward as you inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Good. Good. And on your next inhale, slowly start to rise up. Let's take a gate position. So just reach your right hand behind you. Lift your hips up so that left arm reaches up overhead. Good. Nice front body stretch. And then slowly everything comes down. So keep your right leg where it is. We're going to take this to half pigeon. So you're just going to swing that left leg behind you. So it's straight back behind, and that right foot, you can readjust it as you need, but it should angle towards the left side of your mat. So set it up, whatever feels right. If you need a different variation, you can do a seated figure four, or you can do a reclined figure four on your back. If you're comfortable in your pigeon, just start to crawl your hands forward. Good. And just settle in here. Breathe into the hips. Flex through the front ankle so you're engaged through your joints. You can point your back toe. And just try to find stillness. Sometimes it's so hard to just be still in your own body and your own breath. So let that be the practice for this moment. So if you're feeling up to a different variation of pigeon, like a mermaid or a half pigeon, you can transition there now. Otherwise, just stay as you are. And then just slowly start to take your time. We'll meet back in three-legged dog. So once you get there, just lift that right leg up and just start to bend the knee, fan open. Good. And then we'll meet back in downward facing dog. And then just look forward, come to a seated position. We'll set up Janu Shirshasana on the other side. So this time the right leg is straight open to the side, left foot tucks in to the highest point. Flex the right toes back towards your face. Arms up overhead, deep breath in. Exhale, bow down and fold forward. Good. Take a look forward as you inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Good. On the next inhale, slowly start to rise back up. Walk the right hand behind you, or excuse me, left hand behind you. Lift the hips up, reach that right arm overhead. Good. And then slowly everything comes down. Half pigeon on this side. Left foot is pretty much in position. Just reach that right leg back behind you. And again, adjust yourself as you need to. Once you feel settled into your position, you can start to crawl the hands forward. Let your heart come closer down towards the earth. And just be here. Try not to wander away. Keep the breath steady. Good. One more breath here. And then slowly start to release. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Feel free to fan open or give yourself any movements that feel good on this side. And then eventually, just to look forward from your downward facing, we'll find a seated position one more time. Extend the legs out in front of you. Before we move into Shavasana, let's just do one round of high and low boat. So balance on your sit bones, lift your chest through your arms. Feel free to hold on to the backs of the thighs if you need to. Otherwise, extend through the fingers, lift the chest through the heart. Stay for 3. Good. 2. And then hover down to low boat on 1. Keep looking at your toes. Stay and breathe. Nice and strong. Just for another 3. 2. And then all the way down onto your backs for 1. Good. So setting up for Shavasana now. If there's any final movements that you need, if you want to give yourselves a squeeze or a hug, if you want to take another spinal twist, you can drop your knees to the left, then to the right. Maybe happy baby feels good. So really whatever will prepare you to be comfortable in your final resting position. So take your time. We don't have too much more time here together tonight. So make sure you give a little bit to relax. Find your Shavasana. Let your feet flop open. Let your palms face up towards the ceiling. And just let everything go. So feel free to stay here longer if time permits you to. Otherwise, slowly just start to come back. We'll end just as you are. You can continue to lay down. Just bring your hands to your heart center. We'll cleanse the breath together. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. It's time for Om. Deep breath in. And then both hands to the middle of your foreheads. The light in me honors and respects the light in each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening. I bow to you all and say namaste. Take your time getting up, guys. Thank you so much. Couple quick announcements. I'm actually just starting to post some playlists through social media. So if you guys want to listen along to some cool yoga playlists, you can do that in the comforts of your home. We're not allowed to play music apparently online. Well, good. I'm glad you like that. We have some more classes being slowly added to the schedule, so check that out, as well as a virtual retreat that we're doing in mid-June. So if you want to just have a retreat together virtually, there's a meditation workshop, a self-care workshop. It's going to have some interesting strategies. There's going to be about 5 different yoga classes between Friday and Sunday, and a cooking class from a friend of mine that owns 3 restaurants in Philadelphia. So he's going to do a little cooking class with you guys. So definitely check that out. And have a good night, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thanks, Lisa.
Deb. You're welcome.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks. See ya.
Thanks, Lisa.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye-bye.